Good morning, countrymen and women. We are here at the Electoral Commission of Zambia, and we basically came to submit our request to the ECZ chairperson, a request for the declaration of assets and liabilities that was submitted by President Hakainde Hichilema prior to the 2021 general elections. This is in pursuit of the newly enacted Access to Information Act, which is Act number 24 of 2023, which was passed by Parliament and which was enacted by, which was assented to by the President at Mulungushi International Conference Center on the 22nd of December 2023. Now, for us, we feel this law was very timely because we have been pursuing the declaration of assets and liabilities from the president, and he has been dodging us. At some point, we even took him to the Constitutional Court of Zambia, and we were not successful in that lawsuit. By majority judgment, the Constitutional Court ruled that the Electoral Commission was not obliged to disclose the declaration of assets by the president. Now, some people might ask to say, why do we want this declaration of assets? We want that declaration of assets because we want to be able to monitor, we want to be able to review and query the accumulation of wealth by President Hakainde Hichilema from the time that he ascended into office. And that is very, very important. And it is one of the key requirements and one of the key duties of us as an opposition political party to hold the government of the day accountable and hold the president accountable. And as many of you might be aware, you cannot hold someone accountable if there is no transparency. So accountability begins with transparency. And we are hopeful that with the enactment of the Access to Information Act, we are going to be availed this declaration of assets, assuming that the Access to Information Act actually has teeth. Because for some of us, we raised some queries in terms of this particular law. We expressed our concerns in terms of the fact that it was a weak law, that it would not be able to achieve anything. But this particular test today, where we are requesting for the declaration of assets from the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Zambia for President Hakainde Hichilema, we believe it will test the law. And the Zambian people will then be able to determine for themselves whether that Access to Information Act was actually a progressive piece of equipment, of a progressive piece of law, or it was a useless piece of law which has no meaning and adds no value to the democratic tenets of this country as a constitutional democracy. So that is the reason we are here, countrymen and women. We are also strongly in belief of the fact that this particular request we have made today will not only test the Access to Information Act, but it will also test the independence of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Zambia, because there were a lot of concerns raised when she was appointed, including by ourselves, where we said that the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Zambia is a well-documented member and legally wearing supporter of the United Party for National Development. But people said that people can belong to different political parties at any given time and then become independent. So we have made a request today for the declaration of assets, and it will provide a verdict for Madam Mangala Zarumis in terms of her independence as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Zambia, as well as to how much teeth the Access to Information Act number 24 of 2023 actually has, specifically Section 10 of the Act. Thank you so much, and have a good day.